Hey guys, want to bring you guys along for the new location I've been talking about for about the last couple weeks, I guess. This is my second. This will be my second visit up here. The first one was very interesting to say the least. I'll just leave it at that while I'm here. I'll talk about it more on the live when I'm home, when I'm away from here. I don't want to bring much up while I'm here, if you know what I mean. Excuse me. Appreciate you guys coming along with me. Much love and blessings to each and every one of you. This place has so much going on. This is about this ravine that I'm pointing down into right now. The camera doesn't do any justice for it. It's about a 100-foot drop. Easy 100-foot drop. It's a huge ravine. Some of the biggest X structures I think I've ever come across in Maryland are here. Like I said, I had a really I'm not going to touch on it too much right now, but I had a really strange encounter here. And I still haven't decided whether I'm gonna put it up or not, put the video up. I kind of wanted to come up with, do this second visit to see how things are and see what happens this go around, to kind of help me decide whether I'm gonna show the first visit here. But like, to give you an idea, from this hillside to that hillside, I'm zoomed all the way in. That's a good 450 yards across this gully. It's a very deep gully. Some of the biggest trees also, you know how I'm a fanatic about trees. Some of the biggest trees I think I've ever seen in Maryland too, and I've seen some big ones. That's probably it could be 200-foot tall beech tree. I mean, just ginormous. A good, easy 4-foot round. The one behind it's about 3-foot round, that one. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place. I just don't know where to start because of it being so, the ravines being so, deep, and the hills being so steep, that I want to go in somewhere where I didn't go the last time. I'm thinking about going in down by right down there is the river, and I'd like to go in down there and come around the edge, because as you guys know, they really like the water's edges, river's edges, bay edge, creek edge, ponds. They're always going to be around water sources, obviously. But trying to decide what's the best way for me to go in. It's not a lot of acreage here that I have permission to be on. But it butts up to the state land, the public land that I go to, where I found a new hut. It's actually across the river, but it also, that state land jumps across the river on the side I'm on now. So I figured this place is as good as any. And I've been telling you guys for over a year now that I really wanted to get on this side, but I was going to come up in here by kayak. But now that I have a place to come into, I don't have to do that. A little bit easier. I rode up on my bike and parked, and it's a nice place. Really nice place. Really interesting, like I said. Now I'll be quiet and we'll walk around and see what we can get into. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me get a couple things straight here real quick. These videos may be long. I haven't really decided, so just bear with me on that. Not real long. The max I'll probably do is like 15 minutes. But I just want to take the easiest route in, if you know what I mean. This is the really cool thing about this spot. It goes down, there's a finger that goes all the way down to the river. And, you know, I can just picture them hanging out up on this finger, like, you know, because they have a vantage point. They can oversee, you know, pretty much all along the river and up in these valleys, you know. And then this meadow, I think that, you know, I just think overall, it's beautiful here, by the way. I love it here. It's great fishing, hunting. Yeah. But as you guys know, I don't hunt anymore. There's that white tree right there through the woods. It looks like an aspen, but it's not. It's a river birch. And it may not be that. It might be a sycamore. Sycamores grow near waterways. All right, guys, I'm gonna quiet down a little bit. You may want to grab your earbuds, because you know how I get when I get into an area. When I start getting locked into the energy. But like down in that bottom right there, look at that break. Like I'm finding, look, let me show you something else, guys. I found this the other day when I was up here. Okay, let me give you a better view of it from all 3 feet. Let me see if I can come around and show you. Okay. They kind of made, you know, you could call it many things. Could you call it a TP? Yeah, possibly. Could you call it an X? Possibly. Some people, well, I guess all of us have different names for different structures. We have our own little, but I would say that that's an X. I think that this was laid in there. Well, this one was laid first, and then that one obviously last. And then, like, you got this branch right here. It's just laid across there. Could it have fell on it? Absolutely. But I don't think so. I personally think they did that. And there's many more structures to go along with this, to tie in with just this one. And the other day when I was here, the first visit when I was here, a lot more leaves have fallen since, but I saw very wide stride footprints going down this hill. And right now, I still see the indentions from the footprints. The next one's right there. Somewhere right in there. And then another one down there. I mean, very, very wide strides. Very long strides. And the other thing was, when I got in here, my first visit, I instantly heard knocks, which we know they do on the public land where I visit, where I found the new teepees in the huts, teepee huts, whatever you want to call them. The landowner They're very nice people. They haven't really paid much attention to anything other than they're aware of it. They're aware of them, I should say. But they haven't really paid any mind. I started pointing out a few things to them. And of course, they saw it right away. They saw what I was pointing out and they understood it actually a lot quicker than I expected. Wow, that scared the living daylights out of me. But yeah, really nice people. I'm very grateful to be able to get permission to come here on video. They actually seemed like they didn't mind at all. Wasn't any hesitation or anything like that. They just, I think, curiosity. They wanted to know as well as I did, what's going on the side. So, I won't be dropping any location or where I'm at. I'll just say that I'm on the Eastern Shore of Maryland and right on the river, obviously. And very beautiful, man. It is so beautiful here. Let me give you a shot up the river. And yeah, we're just gonna keep it low key, and I'm gonna do as much video as I can, find out as much as I can. And I think there's an owl inside that tree right there. I see something looking at me. I don't know if it's an owl or not. Right there. And I'm gonna report back to the landowners and let them know what I'm finding, which I think's only right. And then we'll just go from there, guys. This first video is just an introduction to the property. I think this structure right here, like I said, the video doesn't do it any justice. But that's, like, to me, that's a structure, and it has where they put like a canopy top, somewhat of a top on top of it. Very interesting. But I can't really see it from here. But if you look right over there, there's a rather large teepee on that hillside. It's the strangest thing, because I've never found one on a hillside. And what they really did is they manipulated this tree to lean in to this one. And then they started laying branches on both sides. And then you can see on the hillside, they've got them laying crossways. And when I spotted that the first time I was in here, it could have been me, could have been my eyes, but I saw something move over there. It was quick, and it was only for a second. Could have been a deer, could have been a coyote or a fox, groundhog, I don't know. But I just know it moved really fast, faster than I normally see things move in the woods. So I found that's actually how I found that structure, was when I saw something move rather quick in that area. All right, guys, I'm not going to stay on this one long. I'm going to go ahead and go. There'll be a part 2 to this. Like I said, much love, blessings. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Blessings.